Hi everyone, and welcome to day 12 of Dr. Greger's Daily Dozen. Appropriately so, today is exercise, and it's Saturday, so I am out doing the walk. I'm getting some exercise. So you can probably see in the details from today, so the recommended exercise is 90 minutes of moderate exercise or 40 minutes of vigorous exercise a day. And then there's examples. So for moderate exercise, it's like yoga or easy cycling or housework or garden work. Vigorous exercise is running or difficult cycling or weightlifting or things like that. So the data really shows that currently 2/3 of Americans are overweight, and the data shows that by 2030 about 50% are going to be obese. So we need to do something to counteract that, which is really what this is all about, and the health difficulties that go along with being overweight and obese. So and then the data actually shows that people are actually exercising more than they were a decade ago. The problem is, here comes a car. The problem is that the food industry really tries to tell us that it's all even. You're going to hear a car go by in a second. That it's all even. That it's really about evening out the diet and the exercise. But one of my sayings I always say is you can't exercise a bad diet. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't exercise. There's so many good benefits of exercise. It helps your heart, your oxygen carrying. If you're diabetic, it helps your insulin sensitivity, so it actually can help reverse your diabetes. Your muscles need to be able to use the insulin. Here comes a car. And this helps your muscles use the insulin and therefore get the glucose into the muscles. There have been no cars, and now there's like 5 cars going by. They're trucks. I live in Central Florida, so I should say they're trucks. But there was an American Cancer Society study that showed that men who sit for 6 hours a day have a 20% increased risk of dying, and women who sit for 6 hours a day have a 40% increased risk of dying. So that's one of the many reasons why it's often said that sitting is the new smoking. So we do so much sitting. We're watching TV, we're on the computer, we're watching video games on Facebook. So really getting out and exercising. Even if you're at work, making a point of getting up and walking around half an hour, set an alarm, do a lap. And that would easily get you to your 90 minutes a day if you do 5 minutes every hour while you're at work. Or standing when you're on the phone conversation, standing, kind of pacing around in your office if you can. Now, the current recommendation, right, that we're used to is probably 20 minutes of exercise a day, right, which is 150 minutes a week. Now, similar to the food recommendations, they're really patronizing us. It's really, I feel like we should tell you what the science says and then have you make your decision. If you don't have all the information, you can't make an informed decision. So, like the science really shows, a plant-based diet is the healthiest diet, but the government, the medical community feels that people can't, that's too much. So they want to try to meet people where they are, which is great, but then you're giving them a goal that is not even equal to what's the best. So the data really shows that 90 minutes of moderate exercise a day or 60 minutes of vigorous exercise a day is what improves your health the best. So really, aim for those, but if you only get half of that, still at least you're aiming for a higher number. So I'm out biking because I said the whole impetus for me to kind of get this, and I'm starting the challenge, right? So we're starting the challenge on Monday, is because I need to get in shape. I need to get serious about training for this charity bike ride that I'm doing in August. And so I'm out here training for that. So I'm going to go in and have some recovery lunch. It's a beautiful day here in Florida. We got out early. But so hopefully you'll join us for the challenge that starts on Monday. I will post a video tomorrow with details as well as some tracking sheets if you want to be able to track it. And I'm looking forward to it. So I hope you guys all have a great weekend. If please feel free to, hi Sarah, please feel free to drop in the comments what you like to do for exercise, suggestions that you do to get exercise in during the day in terms of a busy day. But other than that, have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you on Monday.